sharks out there.
Did you find a stick?
Found a stick. Alright, do I know what I'm gonna say?
I don't know, do you?
No, I don't. Hey guys, welcome to episode 3 of Josh's Ski Hacks. This episode is a little bit about tactics, a little bit about our equipment, and it's about skiing thin cover woods in the east. As of right now, not very many places in the east have a lot of natural snow on the ground. We only have about 30 inches of snow at the top of the mountain, maybe less down here, probably only, I mean, honestly, maybe 2 feet here. And that's enough to ski in the woods, but it's really not enough to be super safe, especially if you're not in total control. But if you are able to ski in total control, like absolutely go exactly the speed you want and probably get your speed down, here's a couple tips to be able to ski in here. First tip is, don't ski skinny skis. Ski the fattest ski you possibly can for the hard pack you're going to be skiing. I have my Enforcer 100s out. If there was no groomers, I'm trying something out fatter. And this is just so I don't sink in. The rocker tip it's going to tend to ride over stuff instead of get underneath of it. And also, just when the snow's packed, you can actually sink in to this really soft packed snow with a skinny carver on. And it's not fun, it's also slightly dangerous because there's a lot of stuff underneath the snow. The second tip is getting your tips up without leaning back. And I'm gonna just go and pull down below the camera here. And the way I accomplish this is I actually press my heels down, but I also flex my toes up towards my shin so I can get the tips to ride up without actually being in the back seat. Because if you end up back here, there really isn't much control you can have. Is it gonna happen? Sure, but it's all about trying to get back into our neutral spot. But you can have neutral with heel pressure and tips up.
Ready, Frosty?
Ready, Frosty? So yeah, it's hard to show. A couple of these clips may show when you see that very flexed ankle with your shoulders forward and getting your hips just a little bit back. And this keeps our tips up and riding up on the snow. It is pretty important to have a relatively fat ski on. I'm on a 185 Enforcer 100. My wife is on a 171 Rossi Scimitar. And for us, these are appropriate skis. We probably use bigger, but we have a lot of ice to contend with to get to these woods. But just long story short, keep your tips up without being in back seat. Use appropriate equipment. Don't use carvers. They sink into the snow and they can hit things underneath the snow. It's great out west when you have tons of coverage, never that much coverage in the east. And keep scanning ahead. Keep looking for good lines that aren't full of stumps, aren't full of sticks, and hopefully you're not going to run your tips underneath a log.